ओम आप्यायन्तु ममांगानि वाक्प्राणश्चक्षुश्रोत्रम् अथो बलमिन्द्रियाणि च सर्वाणि सर्वं ब्रह्म उपनिषदम् माहं ब्रह्म निराकुर्याम् मा ब्रह्म निराकरोत् अनिराकरणमस्तु अनिराकरणं मे अस्तु तदात्मनि निरते ये उपनिषत्सु धर्मा ते मयि सन्तु ओम शांति शांति शांति. We are studying Samavediya Kenopanishad, and last time we read section 3 with its tail in section 4. And then we studied the connecting or introducing commentary because it involved the knowledge of the story, that anecdote. That section 3 and 4, they are telling a spiritual historical fact of India. A spiritually historical fact has been narrated in that section 3 and 4, and so it involved the knowledge of that, and therefore we studied that introductory commentary after we studied that story. Now that we know that story, so today we again start from that introductory commentary. So we come here, Padabhashya, Avidnyatam Vijanatam, Vidnyatam Avijanatam Ityadi Shravanad. So because this Upanishad has told that it is known, it is not known to those who think they know it, and it will be known only when they think they do not know. So sentences of this type, when one listens, one feels that if it exists, then it should have been known, and if it is not known at all, yad asti tad vidnyatam pramanaihi, it is known by some means of knowledge, yad nasti tad avidnyatam, and that which is not known does not exist at all. Shashavishana kalpam, like the horns of a hare, atyantam eva asadrashtam, it is absolutely unreal. So, tatha idam brahma avidnyatatvat, so this Brahman, because it is unknown, asadeva iti, is unreal only. Mandabuddhinam vyamoho mabhut. Iti mandabuddhinam vyamoho mabhut. So people with dull intellect should not get deluded into thinking that it does not exist. Iti tadartha yam akkhayika arabhyate. So it is for their sake that this story is begun. How? Tadeva hi Brahma sarva prakarana prashastru. That very Brahman is by all types ruler. Devanamapi parodeva, the superior than the gods themselves. Superior God than the gods themselves. Ishwaranamapi Parameshwara, super boss among all the bosses. Durvidneyo, it may be difficult to know. Devanam Jaya Hetu, cause of the Devata's victory. Asuranam Parajaya Hetu, and cause of the defeat of the Asuras. Tat Katham Nasti. So how can it be non-existent? So the transcendent Brahman being told as immanent or ruler. Brahma Nirguna is told as Ishvara, the ruler, the governor. So that is the important step, that people with dull spiritual understanding will not appreciate only the transcendent Brahman. They will feel transcendent means it does not exist. But when they are told that that very transcendent Brahman is immanent in this world, he is the ruler of the world, then they feel that yes, he exists. He cannot be non-existence without being the ruler of this world. So, this is the first purpose for which this story, anecdote is told. इति एतस्य अर्थस्य अनुकूलानि उत्तराणि वचांसि दृश्यन्ते. So, corresponding to this only, the next sentences are coming. Athava. Second implication. Brahma Vidyaya Stutaye. The anecdote is told for praising Brahma Vidya or showing the efficacy of Brahma Vidya in life. How? Katham Brahma Vijnanadhi Ajnadayo Deva Devanam Shreshtatvam Jagmu. So the gods Agni Devata and Vayu Devata became superior among gods only because they knew that Brahman. Tato api atitaram Indra iti. And superior to them also is Indra because he first came to know. So that is the stuti, efficacy in life of Brahma Vidya. Third purpose, third implication of the story. Athava durvidnayam Brahma iti etat pradarshate. Or the story tells us that Brahman is difficult to know. Yena ajnadayo ati tejaso api klesheneva Brahma viditavanta. So, Agni and Vayu, though they are great, they have valor, even then, with very great difficulty, they could know Brahman. And Tatha Indro Devanam api Ishwaropi Sanniti. And Indra, though he is the king of gods, even he came to know with great difficulty. He did not know unless Uma, Parvati told him. And they others did not know unless Indra told them. So the anecdote tells them that it is difficult to know. Then fourth implication, Vakshamana Upanishad Vidiparam va Sarvam. After this story, depending upon this story, some further instructions will be given. For that the story is told. As a base for some more instructions, Upanishad Vidiparam. That means some practical instructions. Vidiparam means practical instructions about that Upanishad, about the secret Upanishad. And so, for preparing for that background, this anecdote is told. Then, one more implication, fifth. Brahma Vidya Vyatirekena Praninam Kartrutva Bhoktrutva Adi Abhimano Mithya Iti Etad Darshanartham Vaakhyayika Yatha Devanam Jayadi Abhimana Tadvaditi. So, the gods' ego, self-glorification due to victory was totally false, out of place. Similarly, all the beings, unless they get Brahma Vidya, unless they know Brahman, till then their doership, their enjoyership, that ego relating to doership, enjoyership, their I consciousness in regard to doership or enjoyership is false. To tell this, the anecdote has been told. Just like the God's glorification was wrong, so any man's any glorification other than the supreme knowledge has no meaning is false. Man falls into a pit because of that ego. So these are the 5 different implications for that the anecdote has been told. Now we read mantra by mantra along with Shankar's commentary. Brahma devebhyo vijigye tasya brahmano vijaye deva amahiyanta. It was the supreme reality Brahman which won the war for the sake of gods. And in the victory of that Brahman, in that victory of Brahman, the gods felt that they have become great. Commentary. Brahma yathokta lakshanam paramha. Brahma here means, as has been characteristically told up till now, the Supreme Brahman only is being referred to. Ha means really killer. Devebhyo arthaya. Devebhyo means for the sake of gods. Vijigye jayam labdavat won the war. Devanam asuranam cha sangrame. In a war going between the gods and the asuras, gods are those who are Chaitanya Pradhan, asuras are those who are Indriya Pradhan. So, among the war among them going on, it is the Supreme Brahman which won the war for the sake of gods. Asuran jitva jagadaratin, by conquering the demons, because they are the enemies of this world. Ishvara setu bhetrun, and they everywhere break the rules made by God. Devebhyo jayam tat phalam cha prayachat. And he gave victory and the result of that victory to gods. Result of the victory means kingdom. Jagatasthemne. Why did that? So that the world stays for some time. It is only gods who help people, who help this continuation of this world. The asuras destroy it, so that the world could stay for some time. So, for that sake, Brahman won the war. So, from this implication, we understand that Srishti, Sthiti, Pralaya is the desire of God. God does desire that this world created by me, brought into existence by me, should not collapse immediately. It should stay for some time before it goes into destruction. That is the very desire of God, the Saguna Brahman. And so, for that purpose, for the stability of the world, he did win the war for gods against asuras. Asuras will destroy the world immediately. Tasya khila brahmano vijaye. Really, in that victory of Brahman, Deva, Agnadaya, Agni and other gods, Amahi anta, Mahimanam praptavanta, became glorified. They got glory. Te ekshanta asmakam eva ayam vijayo asmakam eva ayam mahima iti tadha esham vijadnau tebhyoha pradurbabhuva tanna vyajanata kimidam yaksham iti. They saw, they thought that ours is this victory, ours is this greatness or glory. That Brahman knew this thought of theirs. So, he appeared in front of them. He took a form in front of them. They could not know what is this unknown form, what is this worshipful form. Commentary. Tada atma sanstasya pratyagatmana ishwarasya सर्वज्ञस्य सर्वक्रिया फलसंयोजयितुः प्राणिनां सर्वशक्तेः जगतः स्थितिं चिकीर्षोः तदा at that point ते ऐक्षन्त that padabhashya. Okay, they were aikshanta. So, sitting in the innermost core of everybody's being, the innermost God, the all-knower, the connector of the fruit for every action in this world, the power of all the beings, desiring the stability of this world, that was the fact. But ayam jayo mahima cha iti ajananta. His is the victory and glory. This the gods did not know. So they thought, te devata ikshanta, ikshitavantaha, ajnadi swarupa parichinna atmakruto asmakam eva yam vijaya. We are Agni, we are Vayu, we are so and so, so and so. So, in this limited personality of ours, the victory is ours. Victory was there, because inside everybody Brahman is there. But without knowing that, they thought in this limited personality of ours, it is victory is ours. Asmakam eva ayam mahima, ours is the glory. Agni, Vayu, Indratvadi Lakshano, we in the form of Agni, Vayu, Indra, etc., in this way, it is our victory. Not as forms of Brahman. Jaya Phala Bhuto Asmabhir Anubhuyate. So the greatness we are experiencing as a result of our victory. We are experiencer. No asmat pratyagatma bhuta ishvara kriti iti. That means the innermost reality of all of us, due to him this is, they could not understand. Ishvara, the supreme God, who is the innermost reality of us all, due to him is this victory, this they could not understand. Evam mithyabhimana ekshana. So in this wrong ego, they were glorifying themselves. Tadhakila esham mithya ikshanam vijadnyo vijnatavad brahma. So this wrong thought of theirs, he knew. He experienced, he knew, directly knew that Brahman. Sarva ikshitru hitat sarva bhuta karana prayoktrutvat. Because he is the knower of everything. Because he is the witness of all beings, all organs of all beings, whatever they experience is experienced by him. So he came to know their innermost thought. Vijnatavad Brahma. Devanam cha mithya jnanam upalabhya. And so, understanding the wrong knowledge of the gods, ma eva asuravad deva mithyabhimanat parabhaveyu iti. So, if they continue this wrong ego, they will get defeated, just like the asuras. That should not happen. May that not happen. Iti. For this sake, he tad anukampaya, out of grace, out of kindness for them, देवान् मिथ्याभिमान अपनोदनेन anugrunniyamiti. So by removing this false ego of theirs, I shall grace them. I shall be being compassionate to them. In this way, he thought. Tebhyo devebhyo, for this sake, tebhyo devebhyo kila arthaya, for the sake of those gods, pradurbabu, became, appeared, means Swayoga Mahatma Nirmitena Atyadbhutena Vismatpaniyena Rupena. He has his yoga, he has his yoga maya, he has his glory of his yoga, he has the greatness of the yoga. Yoga means he can do anything. That is yoga. He has tricks by which he can do anything. So that glory of his, by that he conjured up a surprising, wonderful, surprising form, and in front of Devanam Indriya Gochare, inside the vision of the gods, Pradurbhavuva Pradurbhutavat, he appeared. Tad Pradurbhutam Brahma Navajanatad. They did not know that Brahman appeared, Brahman which had appeared. Na eva vidnatavanto, did not know at all. Deva, kimidam yaksham pujyam mad bhutamiti. What is this venerable great form? They could not understand. Te agnimam bruvat jata veda etad vijanihi kimidam yaksham iti tatha iti. So they told Agni, who is also called Jata Veda, because he knows everything. Please, know this, what this wonderful, worshipful form is. He said, all right. Te tad ajananto deva, so those gods not knowing who is that, santar bhayat. So inside there was a fear. Tad vidijna savo. But they wanted to know it. Agnim agragaminam. Agnim means who goes fast before everybody. Jata vedasam sarvajna kalpam, like all-knower. Abruvan uktavanta, they told him, Hey Jata Veda, O all-knower, etad asmat gocharasam yaksham, this which we see, this venerable form, vijanihi visheshato buddhasva. So vijanihi means specially understand. Tvam na tejasvi, you are the shining one amongst us. So you go. Kim etad yakshamiti, what is this venerable form? Tatha astu iti. So Agni said, all right, let it be like that. Tad abhyadravat tam abhyavadat ko asid iti agnirva ahamasmi iti abravid jata vedava ahamasmi iti. So he went there fast, but going there he became stunned. He could not speak. He could not utter a word. So that Yaksha, Brahma in the form of a Yaksha, he asked him, who are you? He said, I am Agni. I am Jata Veda. He told two names to glorify himself. Va aham asmi iti. Abhi adravat tad yaksham abhi adravat tad prati gatavan Agni. Adravat means went fast towards that yaksha. Tam cha gatavantam piprachisham tat samipe apragalbhatvat tushnibhutam. So he reached there, wanted to ask, but when he went near him, he felt powerless and became silent. Tad yaksham abhyavadat, so that Yaksha asked him, Agnim prati abhashata, to that Agni, that Yaksha asked, Ko asiti, who are you? Evam Brahmana Prushto, when Brahman asked like that, Agnir Abravit, Agni said, Agnirva, Agnir Nama Aham Prasiddho. So I am famous by the name of Agni. Jataveda iti cha, and also famous as all-knower. Nama dvayana prasiddhataya atmanam shlagayaniti. So by telling two names, he is bragging, glorifying himself. Tasmin swai kim viryam iti api idam sarvam daheyam yadidam prithivyam iti. So the Yaksha further asked him, all right, your name Agni and Jataveda, but what you do? What is your power? Agni said, all this which is standing on earth, I can burn. Commentary, Evam Uktavantam Brahma Vochat. When Agni said like that, I am Agni Jataveda. Tasmin Evam Prasiddha Gunanamavati Tvai. So your names depending upon your gunas, very famous, that I understand. Toi kim viryam samarthyam iti. But what is the power which you possess? What is the capacity of yours? So abravit idam jagat sarvam daheyam basmi kuryam. I can reduce this entire world to ashes. Yad idam sthavaradi prithivyam iti. So on this earth, whatever is standing, unmoving, that also I can burn away. Prithivayamiti upalakshanartham yato antarikshastham api dahyate eva agnina. So on this earth means in this whole world. Because things not on this earth but in the space also are burned by fire. So what it tells, whatever is there on earth means, he means whatever there is in this universe. Tasmai trinam nidadau etaddah iti. Tad upapreyaya sarvajavena tanna shashakadagdum sa tata eva nivavrute naitadashakam vijnatum yadetadaksham. So he placed before him a small stick of hay and asked him, you burn this? He jumped upon it with all his power, but could not burn that small hay stick. So by that itself, he retired, came back, and told the gods, I could not know what is this, venerable sir. He did not tell what happened there. He felt humiliated. He came back. He felt defeated. He came back. But he did not tell any of these things. He simply said, I could not know what is that, venerable sir. Tasmai eva abhimanavate. So the person who was filled with ego, glorifying himself, Brahma trinam nidadau, pura agne sthapitavat, means in front of that Agni, Brahman put one stick. Eta trinamatram mamagrata daha. In front of me, burn this stick. Na chedasi dagdum samartha. If you are not able to burn this, muncha dagdurta abhimanam sarvatra iti ukta. So the implication of the Brahman telling burn this is that, burn this in front of me, otherwise give up your ego of burning everything. Tat trinam upaprayaya trina samipam gatavan. Upaprayaya means he went near it, he jumped upon it. Sarvajavena, sarvotsaha krutena, with all his force. Vegena gatva. So with speed he went there. Tad na shashaka, na ashaka dagdum, was not possible for him to burn it. So Jataveda trunam dagdum ashakto viridito. So that Jataveda, because he could not burn that small hair stick, he became ashamed. Hatha pratidnya. And he had said, I will know him. That also he could not do. Tata eva yakshad eva tushnim devan prati nivavrute nivrutta. So from that yaksha, he came away, returned back to the gods. Pratigatavan, nivrutta means came back. Na etad yaksham ashakam shaktavanam vidnatum visheshata yadetad yakshamiti. I could not specially know what is this venerable sir. Atha vayum abruvan vayo etad vijanihi kimetad yakshamiti tatha iti. Similar thing happened. They told Vayu, Agni Jataveda, but Vayu goes everywhere, so he can know things. So they told Vayu, please know this, who this Yaksha is. When Agni failed, the next choice was Vayu. Tad abhyadravat tam tatha iti. And Vayu also said, okay. Tad abhyadravat tam abhyavadat ko asi iti Vayurma ahamasmi iti abravit matarishvava ahamasmi iti. So he also went fast, but he was also stunned. He could not speak. So Yaksha, on his part, Yaksha asked him, who are you? He said, I am Vayu. Like that he said, and he also said, I am called Matarishva. Matarishva means literally who sleeps in mother. Vayu's mother is Akasha. From space, Vayu is born. So, space is Vayu's mother. Now, Vayu pervades the space everywhere. So, it is called, he sleeps in the mother's lap. So, he also told two names by glorifying himself. Tasmin Swai Kim Viryamiti. So, to him also he asked, you are all right, like this and like this. But what is the power? What is the capacity which you have? Api idam sarvam adadiya yadidam prithivyamiti. So he also said, whatever exists on this earth means whatever exists in the whole universe, I can blow away. Tasmai trinam nidadau etad adadasva iti. Tad upaprayaya sarvajavena tanna shashaka adatum satata eva nivavrute naitadashakam vidnyatum yadetadyakshamiti. So for him also he put that small stick of hair, blow it away. He jumped upon it with all power. Similar, we have to take that, otherwise you give up your ego. So he jumped upon it and with all his power, but he could not blow it. And just like Vayu, Agni, he felt ashamed. Without talking further, he came back to where the gods were and only said, I could not specially know what this Yaksha is. So commentary for all these mantras, Atha Anantaram. Atha means after that. Vayu Mabruvan. They asked Vayu, hey Vayu, etad vijanihi ityadi. Know this and other things like that. Samanartham purvena. So all the other meanings are exactly like what happened in the case of Agni. Vanat, Gamanat, Gandhanat, Vayu. No, why is this name Vayu? Because two reasons. Va means he goes. Secondly, he carries smell. So either because he goes or because he carries smell, he is called Vayu. Matari antarikshe shvayati iti matarishva. And in his mother means in this space, he sleeps, so he is called Matarishva. Idam sarvamapi adadiya grunniyam yadidam prithvivam ityadi samanam eva. So other things also are similar to what happened with Agni, that he said, I can blow up, and he could not blow up, and he, without talking further, he came back to gods and said, I could not know. अथ इंद्रम अब्रुवन् मघवन् एतद्विजानीहि किमेतद्यक्षमिति तथा इति तदभ्यद्रवत् तस्मात् तिरोदधे. So they told Indra, the king of gods, that now only you can go. The best people we sent, they could not know, so duty dwells upon you. Now, you know, please, what is this yaksha? He also said, all right, and he also went fast towards him, but different thing happened. As Indra reached there, that yaksha disappeared. Commentary. Atha Indram Abruvan Maghavan. So another name of Indra is Maghavan. Magha is power. Maghavat means possessor of power. So Indra has this name of Maghavan because he is most powerful than other gods. Ityadi Purvat, like the previous stories, Indra, Parameshwaro, Indra is the superior god, Maghava, Balavan, Balavatvat, so he is called Maghava because he is powerful, Tatha iti. So in commentary, the new words only are explained, remaining like previous. Tatha iti tadabhyadravat tasmad indrad atma samipam gatat tad brahma tirodade tirobhutam. So when that Indra reached near that yaksha, that Brahman which had appeared as yaksha disappeared. Tirobhutam. Indrasya indratva abhimano atitaram nirakartavya iti. Indra, being king, more powerful, has more ego. So it has to be hit down immediately. This ego must be removed. Therefore, ityata samvada matramapi na adat Brahma Indraya. So Brahma did not give any audience to Indra, did not talk at all with Indra. And he disappeared. But Indra is not like other gods. He may be having more ego, but he is more thoughtful. He will not give up his resolve. He had gone to know him. He will not turn back unless he knows him. So he stood there, contemplating what is my fault, why he could not talk to me, why he went away, though he talked with Indra and Vayu. And at that point, so tasminneva akashe striyam ajagama bahushobhamanam umam haimavatim tamha uvacha kimetad yakshamiti. So in that very space, he came across a woman. A woman appeared there, extremely beautiful. Either Himalaya's daughter Haimavati or extremely beautiful laden with golden ornaments. And seeing her like mother, he felt assured. And he went to her and asked, Mother, who was this yaksha? Bhashya. तद यक्षम यस्मिन् आकाशे आकाश प्रदेशे आत्मानं दर्शयित्वा तिरोभूतम्. So that very point of space where he had shown himself, from there itself he disappeared. Indrasya Brahmana Stirodhana Kale Yasmin Akashe Asit, and Indra also, what point of space he was standing when the Brahma disappeared. So Indra Tasmin Neva Akashe. So he remained there itself. The Thau remained standing there. Kim Tad Yaksham iti dhyayan. Contemplating, thinking, who was that Yaksha? No Nivavrute Agnya Adivat. He did not come back like Agni and others. Tasya Indrasya Yakshe Bhaktim Budva. So the mother understood that Indra's devotion for that Brahma. Vidya Uma Rupini. So the knowledge of Brahman, Brahma Vidya, in the form of Uma, the daughter of Himavan, Pradurabhut Sri Rupa, in the female form. So Indra Tam Umam Bahushobhamanam, Indra to that extremely beautiful Uma, Sarveshami Shobhamananam Shobhanatama Vidya, because knowledge of Brahman, the Vidya of Brahman, is definitely more beautiful than anything else. Tada Bahu Shobhamana iti Visheshanam Upannam Bhavati. Because Vidya is more beautiful than anything else, so the adjective given to Uma is right. Hemavatim, Hemakruta Avaranavatim Eva, like a person laden with golden ornaments, Bahu Shobhamana Mityartha, and because of those ornaments, looking very beautiful. That is the meaning. Athava, other meaning, Uma eva Himavato Duhita. Uma means Himalaya king's daughter. Haimavati. So her name is Haimavati. Nityameva Sarvajnena Ishwarena Saha Vartate. And Parvati always stays with Ishwara, means Shiva. Iti Jnatum Samartha. So she must be knowing. Iti Krutva. So with that conviction, Indra asked her. How Indra will suddenly ask an unknown lady? No. She was known to him. He understood that she is Himalaya's daughter Parvati and she is wedded to Shiva. She always stays with Shiva. And so he could guess that she must be knowing everything. Upajagama. So Indra went nearer to her. She appeared in front, Indra went nearer to her. Indra, Tamha Umam Kila Uvacha, to that Uma he asked Papracha, Bruhi, Kimeta Darshayitva Tirabhutam Yakshamiti. Who was this who came, appeared and disappeared? This Yaksha, this unknown, venerable figure. So with this, the third section ends and we enter the fourth section. Sa Brahma iti uvacha Brahmana va etad vijaye mahi yadvamiti tatoha eva vidanchakara Brahma iti. So she did not only reply to that objective question like, but illumined his mind. That is the actual answer. So she said, it was Brahman, and because in this Brahman's victory, you have become glorified. So, both things, Who is the Brahman? But the purpose was that victory is not yours. So, due to him only is victory. This full knowledge is given by that Uma. Tatoha eva vidanchakara Brahma iti. So from that only, he came to know that was Brahman, and it was Brahman's victory, not ours. Now, this is, as I said, an anecdote from the spiritual history, maybe in India or in the world. Now you know that history repeats itself, and it has repeated. It has repeated. Our supremely revered Holy Mother, Sri Ramakrishna said about her, she is my power, she is Sarada, she has come to give knowledge. So exactly, it is the same Uma. There she was called Parvati, now she is called Saraswati. Both are forms of the Mother Goddess. So that should not create a difference. But Saraswati's business it is to give knowledge. So Saraswati. Uma, because she stays with Shiva, she gets knowledge. Saraswati has knowledge of her own. She is the daughter of Brahma, the original storehouse of knowledge. So that history has repeated itself, and the whole world has got knowledge because of this supremely revered Holy Mother. As Sri Ramakrishna himself said, she has come to give knowledge. I have my own personal experience on that. I was lying down on a cot in Rishikesh, and her photo was hanging on the wall. And to me, she was living in that photo. And I had some desire going in my mind. So, first talk I heard from her mouth. She said, all is Brahman, my child, all is Brahman. Why you are thinking of something? That means why you think you have to go to a place? Because everywhere it is Brahman, all is Brahman only. So I accepted that immediately, but counter asked her, Mother, all is Brahman, then who are you? And she told me, about me you are asking, I am Brahma Vidya. Direct answer. And giving this direct answer did appear to me as if she is going away. She did not want to talk further. So she said, I am Brahma Vidya. Same thing in this story is proved. She herself is the Brahma Vidya. And as Shankaracharya says, what can be more beautiful than Brahma Vidya? Commentary. Sa Brahma iti ha uvacha. Ha kila. Ha means really, historically, fact. Brahmano vai Ishwarasya eva vijaye. She said Brahman definitely. And in that, Brahman's victory means Ishwara's victory. Nirguna Brahma becomes Saguna Brahma, is Saguna Brahma also called Ishvara, and Srishti Sthiti Pralan victory and all that is due to Ishvara. So Ishwarasya eva vijaye, Ishwaraneva jita asura. All the demons have been conquered by Ishvara only. Yuyam tatra nimitta matram. You were only standing and fighting. But actually, you are not even instruments. You are only the momentary cause, apparent cause. He is the real cause. Nimitta matram. Tasyeva vijaye. Victory was his. Yuyam mahishiyadvam. Mahimanam prapnutha. So in his victory, you have got the glory. Etaditi kriya visheshanartham. So, etad is in the original mantra. Etad vijaye. Etad vijaye. That means this victory. That is the kriya visheshan. Mithya abhimanastu yushmakam your ego is wrong, false. Asmakam evayam asmakam evayam mahima iti. This ego of yours, our victory, our greatness is false. Tatahata. So knowledgeful is this. Brahman, which is not ordinarily known, and it is Brahman whose victory in all life of ours, all victories gained by us is Brahman's victories, not ours. Good people win because it is Brahman which makes the good people win. Tata, this is the full knowledge given by Uma. Important that Brahma is only reality and Brahman is the all-powerful, Brahman is the all-victorious. Wherever anybody wins over anybody, it is Brahman which is winning. This is the full knowledge which we should have. Tata tasmad Uma vakyadha eva. So only by that Uma's sentence, Vidan Chakara Brahma iti Indra. So Indra came to know that that was Brahman. And it was Brahman's victory. Avadharanat tatoha eva iti. This tatoha eva is for confirming, determining. Only is the meaning. Not any other way Indra did not come to know. He came to know by Uma Vakya only. Na swatantrena. Independently, he did not come to know. Indra may be king of gods. In the Mundaka Upanishad, tad vijnanartham sa gurumeva vigachet. So he must go to a guru, and there also Shankara has said, Shastrajño api swatantrena brahma anveshanam na kuryat. You may be expert in the scriptures, but you cannot search for Brahman independently. It is only to a guru you can know Brahman. And so, through this Uma, the supreme goddess, the supreme guru of all, through him only, Indra came to know, not independently. Effect. Tasmadva ete devo atitaram iva anyan devan yad agnir vayur Indra. Tehi enan nedishtam pasprashu tehi enat prathamo vidanchakara brahma iti. So because of that incident only, these devatas became superior to all other devatas, Agni, Vayu and Indra, because they touched him from nearest, and they, before others, came to know that he is Brahman. So to imagine, in Vayu and Agni, they told the gods, but then standing in the way for Indra to come back. So they came to know from Indra first. Then all of them entered the assembly. Commentary. Yasmad Agni Vayu Indra ete deva brahmana samvada darshanadina samipyam upagata. So Agni, Vayu and Indra went near. Agni and Vayu talked. Indra did not talk, but he talked with Uma, the grace of God, the power of God, the Vidya of God. So they all have touched that Brahman from near. Tasmat swair gunair itataram iva shakti gunadi mahabhagye anyan devan. So they as if become superior to other gods because their power and their merits, great luck came upon them. So they are superior to other gods. Ati sherata iva ete deva. So they became superior to these gods. Iva shabdo anarthako avadharana artha hua. So here Atitaram Iva Anyan Devan. So Iva means as if. But here Iva should not mean as if. Actually they superseded. So Iva has no meaning here. Or Iva is like Eva. Nishayartha. Avadharnartha, confirming. Yad Agni Vayu Indra Tehi Deva Yasmad Enad Brahma Nedishtam Antikatamam Priyatamam Pasparshu. So, nearest means dearest. Shankara has added this word, remember. Nearest is the dearest. Who is nearest? Our innermost soul. So he is dearest to us. Nedishtam Antikatamam Priyatamam. Pasparshu Sprushtavanto, as if they had touched him. Yathoktair Brahmana Samvadadi Prakarai. So, by dialogue, etc., as if they had touched him. And Indra by saw him, and Indra by coming in contact with his power, so like that he has come in touch. Tehi asmacha heto, because of this reason, enad brahma prathama pradhana santa iti etat. So first may not be taken needless in the order of time, but mainly, specially. Pradhana santa iti etat. Vidanchakara, Vidanchakru, iti etad Brahma iti. That they became first to know in priority that this is Brahman. Tasmadva Indro Atitaram iva Anyan Devan Sayenad Nedishtam Pasparsha Sayenad Prathamo Vidanchakara Brahma iti. But from knowledge point of view, it was Indra who first touched him. Knowledge means touching. So he first touched him from knowledge point of view. So Indra became superior most among other gods because he came closest to him and touched him. And he first came to know that he is Brahman. Yasmad Agni Vayu api Indra Vakya Deva Vidan Chakratu. Agni and Vayu also came to know from Indra only. Indra nahi Uma Vakyat Prathamam Shrutam Brahma, and Indra from the goddess's words first came to know. Tasma, therefore, Indra Atitaram iva Atisherate iva Anyan Deva. So Indra becomes superior to all other gods. Sayenan Nedishtam Pasparsha Yasmat, because he came closest to him and touched him. Sayenat Prathamo Vidanchakara Brahmaiti Uktartham Vakyam. So he came to know first. The other parts of the sentence are already been explained. So we reread the anecdote with Shankar's commentary explaining the deeper meanings of things along with the introductory commentary, and we read it in full. So now one of the purpose was told, number 4, that some more instructions depending upon this anecdote will be told. For that this anecdote has been told. So those instructions we shall study next Wednesday. Om Apyayantu mamangani vakpranaschakshus shrotramatho balamindriyani cha sarvani sarvam brahma upanishadam maham brahma nirakuryam mama brahma nirakarot anirakaranam astu anirakaranam me astu tadatmani nirate upanishatsu dharma te mayi santu om shanti 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 Harihi Om Tat Sat Shri Ramakrishna Arpanamastu.